Man, id Software makes some pretty delicious shooters. Wolfenstein, Doom, Quake, and now Rage is available for your iPhone at 60 frames per second. That's a lot of FPS. Get it? Huh? Get it?
This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by GameFly. Go to www.gamefly.com/appjudgment for your free trial membership.
Hey, welcome to App Judgment, Revision 3's mobile app review show. I'm Jackie Talbot, and I've always had a special dark place in my heart for id. I owe my entire FPS obsession to the game I grew up on, and the game that made FPS what it is today, Wolfenstein 3D. So of course I was all over Rage as it made its way to the mobile gaming world. It's clear that id's other mobile versions of original games are surprisingly great, and Rage is no exception. So way back in 2007, id created the original PC and console game, but now you can play with the same impressive visuals in the mobile version. It said it best with, Rage comes to your mobile device with the hit of Wasteland's Mutant Bash TV. This intense first-person rail shooter casts you in the starring role of a post-apocalyptic game show where you'll be stalked by hungry mutants while you scour pulse-pounding levels for ammo and cash pickups. Make a deal with J.K. Styles, the show's menacing host, and see if you have what it takes to survive this carnage-filled carnival of death.
Welcome, ladies and gentle mutants, to the inaugural episode of Mutant Bash TV, the greatest show on this weathered old dust ball. Wherever you are in the Wastelands, tune in weekly. And remember, come kill with us. We make it so easy.
Well then, let's get into it. Right away, you can see how pretty this game is. Even just in the menu and everything, I'm a fan of the audio and visuals. Beginning each level is a quick intro scene for the specific episode of Mutant Bash TV you're playing. You start off in episode 1 of season 1 in the tenements, a rat's nest infested with muties everywhere. Once you complete this level, it's on to the next, episode 2 in the asylum, where visiting hours are over. The last level, episode 3 in the bunker, you're stuck in an underground complex built to survive the post-apocalyptic world. In each level, there are different ways to get points, health, ammo, and bash bucks. Shoot the targets for extra points and hover over any items, and tap the shoot button to score your loot. There's also a quick reload perk. If you manually reload and tap reload again and time it just right, you do double damage, but timing it just wrong will result in a jammed shotgun. This is a first-person rail shooter, meaning you don't control how or where you physically move in-game, and because of this, you can find yourself in some pretty intense CQC fights. This is when you gotta dodge and shoot at the crap that's throwing at you. Looking good, id, looking good. And there's more to it, but now it's sponsor time.
GameFly is the largest online video game rental service and offers you a choice from over 7,000 new and classic titles across all consoles and handhelds.
A lot of games.
A lot of games.
Plans start at $15.95 a month. It's pretty cheap. GameFly members can rent 1 to 4 games at a time and keep them for as long as they like.
There's no late fees, there's no due dates, and shipping is always free.
And when you're done playing the game, just send it back to GameFly and they will send you the next game on your queue.
Or if it's one of those really good games, you can just click Keep It on the GameFly website and it's yours at a discounted price. They'll even mail you the case and manuals free of charge.
I've done that actually. Cheap games, good. Yeah. App Judgment fans get a 15-day free trial when they go to gamefly.com/appjudgment.
In the menu, you can find instruction for gameplay in case you're not aware of how shooters work, like make sure you have ammo before you shoot, and to reload if you're out of ammo. Important stuff. You can also adjust the control options, like whether you want to use a touchpad or gyroscope, and settings options like music and effects volume along with your HUD opacity. There's also an option to pre-order the full upcoming game right within the app. I know I'm raging on about how great this game is, but there are a few issues I came across, so let's review the pros and cons. I love id, like a lot. I love how great their mobile versions of existing games look, and I can't praise their graphics and technology enough. Seriously, their mobile games look and control better than some current-gen PC and console games. I also find it hard to complain about any game that gives me some sweet FPS lovin' on the go. I'm also totally into the creepy carnival setting a la Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. However, I have noticed some audio issues that I'm sure the developers are aware of, and I totally understand bugs here and there, but the first time I ever played this, there was no game audio at all, just in the intro scene. And it's weird to me to start out with all 3 guns right off the bat. I would have liked to have to pick up better guns and equipment along the way, because this way, it feels like you're starting in the middle of a game. And I know it's a rail shooter, which is cool and all, but this one in particular is kind of hard to control. I find myself not being able to pick up items because I'm being pushed around into a different area. But on that note, programmer and co-founder of id, John Carmack, said that this is just a little baby taste of the full mobile game set to release next year, alongside the upcoming full PC and console Rage. So it's affordable, fun, and looks glorious, so yup, download Rage for the iPhone. Or your iPad or iPod Touch or whatever. It'll run on any iDevice. You gotta prep yourself for next year's full game. And while you're at it, hit me up on Twitter at JackieTalbot and let me know how you're liking Rage, or any of the other mobile id games for that matter. And of course, you can talk it up on our forums, stalk AppJudgment on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube, and keep up with all the latest app news and reviews on Twitter at AppJudgment. Enjoy the Carnival of Carnage and see you next time.